Let's take a look at some of the best and most used dark or unethical persuasive practices implemented by mainstream media, organized religion, and political parties. The first one is claiming supremacy, and this is something that the three Abrahamic religions do it the best. Each of them claim that we are the best by virtue of their own literature. There is literally no other proof except their own literature. All of them claim that they are the best religion in the world and they will take you to paradise. Anyone who claims otherwise is a liar, they are committing blasphemy. And this is one of the primary reasons why people that follow any of these three religions, they are hardwired to shut out any kind of criticism because they believe the book. It's written in the book, and that's all the proof they need. Furthermore, people also like being superior to others. So when you say that just because you follow this particular religion or you're associated with this particular political party or you watch this particular mainstream media show or news, then you are already better than others. People like to hold on to that. People like to feel better about themselves and their choices. And this is something which is beautifully done by the three Abrahamic religions, political parties as well, and the mainstream media. The second one is blaming others or questioning the credibility of others. People don't like taking accountability and responsibility for themselves. They are always looking for someone to say that whatever is going wrong, it is not their fault. And these political parties, these religious preachers, and the mainstream media, they have mastered the art of shifting the blame. Whenever you approach any kind of political party with a problem of the society, they will say that it's because of the other party's fault. When we will be in charge, we will fix this problem. The same thing is true with religion. If you ask a religious person why society or there is a particular problem in society, they will always say it is because of the non believers. It is because of the people who don't respect this doctrine, which is the only true doctrine of the God. And once everyone just follow this, everything else will be nice. So again, the first one is, claiming superiority. The second one is shifting the blame for your problems. Anything going bad in your life, if you go to political parties, religious preachers, or the mainstream media, they will never tell you that you need to take accountability and responsibility of the problems and you can only fix them. They will never say that. They will say that it is other people's fault and the only way we can defeat them is by rallying together and by outnumbering them and voting them out of power, basically. The third unethical persuasive tactic is promising exclusivity. Consider a mainstream media news channel, right? All of these news channels, they promise that they provide the best news and they give the most in-depth coverage from a neutral perspective. Obviously, regardless of which news channel you watch, there is always a little bit of bias depending on who are the sponsors of that particular news channel. The same thing is true with religion. The same thing is true with political parties. All of them promise exclusivity and a level of class or performance or whatever it is that you will never get anywhere. The fourth tactic is giving the people a taste. We go to others whenever we need something or we have a problem. Like, I'm not talking about your family and friends, I'm talking about people outside. Like, you go to YouTube because you are bored, you want some entertainment. You search something on the internet because you are seeking information, whether it is a problem that you have that you need to solve, whether it is something that you are curious about that you want to know. So we go to others when we need things, when we need solutions to our problems, when we need products, when we need services. Similarly, when you go to media, political parties, or religion, you are basically going to them when you need something. When you are going to media, the news channels, you are basically looking for dirt for some personality, some politician, or some celebrity that you kind of hate. The same thing is true with religion. You go to any religious preacher with any personal problem in your life, they will say that you need God, whatever God they are preaching, that is the true God, and that is the only God you need. And once you adopt their doctrine to the fullest and see world through their lens, the problem will go away. And momentarily, it will give you some comfort. It depends on the timing, right? Because you're going to them when you need something, and that need gets fulfilled. They will validate your emotions. They will say that you deserve better. They will say the words that you actually want to hear that makes you feel better. And that's how they rope you in, because you will start to look at them more favorably from that point onwards. The fifth and final dark persuasive tactic leveraged by mainstream media, organized religion, and political parties is the usage of vacuum truths and word salads. Now, what does that mean? So, all three of these entities, mainstream media, political parties, organized religion, all three of them know that they are manipulative bastards. Every single one of them know that the central idea of each of them is based on a lie, and there are some unrelated blank true statements on the periphery. Consider the example of religion or any political ideology. The central idea is there will be a paradise that will last forever. Obviously, it's a lie. In case of political parties, the paradise is something that human beings will build because the society will be so perfect. In case of religion, the paradise is after death, it's heaven, right? You die and you get to that paradise. Now, we all know that nothing lasts forever, everything is constantly changing. The atoms and molecules and the biggest of the galaxies, they're always constantly changing. Nothing lasts forever. If you can prove that something can last forever, the cycle of creation and destruction can be paused. If you can prove that scientifically, then I will give your definition of heaven or your egalitarian utopia the benefit of doubt. So obviously, the central idea of religion and political ideologies is a lie. But they prop it up with some blank, unrelated truths. Like in every religion or in every political ideology, you will find some true statements. For example, statements related to personal sacrifice for the society. Their followers believe their lie even more. That's why, religious people firmly believe that paradise exists, and the followers of a certain political party believe that their political party of choice will take them to a perfect society. And obviously, we know how news fanatics can be. So, those were the five dark, persuasive, unethical practices that are primarily used by mainstream media, organized religion, and political parties to have influence over people, to manipulate them, and have authority and power and money. Now, the most important thing is don't use them in real life as a business in particular, because you will lose money, people will figure it out, and you will lose customers significantly faster than you can enter new markets. These dark tactics, they demand a lot. You need to have hard power, you need to have money in order to make them work. And as you can see, the political parties, religious preachers, and also the mainstream media, they actually do have a lot of money and hard power to back it up. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.